First, I want to give credit to Towson. They took care of business again. I thought we did some good things in the first half. I didn't like how we closed the half off, and they certainly had a lot to do with that. In the second half, I thought we did some decent things early on, and then we kind of laid down midway through the second half, and they separated themselves a little bit. And from that point, we had to play catch up. And, we did a good job fighting back and had a chance to win it, tie the game up to take it into overtime, but we fell short. But give a lot of credit to Towson.
Coach, you kind of touched on it briefly, but you guys were up 10 at one point at the end of the first half. Towson goes on a 6-0 run. Then they come out and they score the first 4 points of the second half to kind of just erase that 10-point lead. What do you think kind of went into that at the end of the first half and then beginning of the second half where the tide kind of shifted?
Our energy wasn't what it needed to be. And that was my main message to my guys is our energy level needed to be at a high level throughout the whole game. And I thought it wavered. And they took advantage of it. And, from that point on, I think Towson either matched or exceeded our energy. And that's something that we got to get better with. And that's my job as the head coach is to get us better with that.
Sorry.
Coach, you knew this was going to be a difficult weekend going up, not playing since the 23rd of December. Just talk about what you saw out of your guys. Was it a lot of rust? And how much time were you able to get in the gym with them before this?
We had 5 team practices, and a couple of them were shorter. You're always worried about your guys' legs and getting them some rest. So, we have 5 total team practices, and let's not make excuses. I'm one of those guys. You got to get the job done no matter what. We definitely didn't have the same rhythm and flow that we had, going into Christmas break. We did not have the same flow, but let's not make any excuses. You have to get the job done, and as the head coach, I take full responsibility of that.
How difficult is it to play when your style of basketball, when you're limited to 7 or 8 guys?
It's very, very difficult. We can't press and trap as much, especially when you start talking about foul trouble. And then, guys not being able to do what you want to do at the level that you need to do it the entire game. It's tough when you're playing with a very limited roster in terms of numbers. But, we got to get the job done.
Any update on the roster? Will you have a full roster this weekend, or do you have any idea?
We won't have a full roster all year, so we got to figure it out with what we have.
Will John or Shaquem be back in the next week or two?
I have no idea. I know for sure that Shaquem won't be back, but I don't know with John. I have no idea.
Was this the worst possible matchup for you guys, all things considered, coming off a long break and short-sighted? A team that you think you should be able to press and force some turnovers, and you don't, kind of takes a weapon out of your arsenal?
Well, I think we forced 15 turnovers. I don't look at it as a bad matchup for us. I thought they imposed their will more than we did. We didn't play enough good minutes in both days. We have to play, complete games, and we can't afford for us with our limited numbers. We can't afford for 2-3 guys not to play well. That's just what it is right now for us. So we got to get back to the drawing board. We got to get in the gym. We got to keep working. We'll be okay.
Coach, what went into the decision? Obviously, they're late to have Jalen Sims off the floor. One of the guys that, we talked about coming in, he was going to have to be big for you guys. What went into that decision, and, what kind of hampered Jalen's game today?
I'm coaching my team. I'm coaching my basketball team. And, I have a standard and, expectation of the way that we should play. And I felt like the unit that we had out there did a great job. They put us in a position to tie the game up, to take us into overtime. I'm just coaching my basketball team, and I'm building a program here. So that's the best way I can answer that question.
How do you approach this weekend with basically 3 days until a game. Do you have to give these guys a day off to rest, or can you get right back in the gym and prepare for the weekend?
No, with the compliance rules, we just started. We start class back tomorrow, so we have to give them a day off. So, we'll give them a day off tomorrow and then get back to work on Thursday.
Coach. Back-to-back days, you guys have a layup, a shot to win, to tie it at the end. Both times come just short. I mean, what was your message to your team? About just how close you guys are to kind of getting over that hump.
Yeah, we don't do moral victories. So my main message was, I thought we beat ourselves. I don't want to discredit what Towson did, because they certainly had a lot to do with it. But I thought we made too many mistakes, and I thought we beat ourselves in both games. So that was my message to them. We got to clean up some of the mental errors that we make, and as the head coach, we'll make sure we clean that up.